Hello, everybody. My name's Isaiah, and I hope everyone had a good New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. Welcome to 2018. I hope it's a good one. And to be honest, I've just had all this teacup rubbish in my head, just all these thoughts, and I'm just going to just vomit them all into this video. All these different topics I want to talk about, they're not quite enough or not quite long enough to be all individual videos. So I decided to just put them all in one big video. And I'm going to start off by just talking about my final thoughts of Ramona, the whole Ramona saga. It's pretty controversial because some teacapists, adore her, some question her motives, some get really annoyed by her, some, it's all over the place. And I'm more going to focus on what her motive and overall goal was. And to be honest, I think there wasn't a plan. There maybe was a little scaffold of, what they wanted to do, maybe, make him cry, make him yell a lot. Nothing too specific like, you know, a whole like essay on, we're going to do the Nathaniel Natalie call, we're going to get Mike V on it. I don't think it was all scripted or planned. It was just, we're going to just go in here, call him up and see what happens. And with that, I think the goal was just to make us teacapists laugh. And if that was the overall goal or motive of Ramona, well done. She completed her goal. She completed her task because there were numerous times I laughed. Just the Therapope calls, the whole Natalie Nathaniel call was amazing with Mike V. Um, the list goes on and on. Most of the Ember calls were classic. And although there were calls that may have dragged on, that comes with the territory. You can't expect everything to be funny, but there were funny things. So I know you can critique it a bit harder, but Ramona didn't have to do this. Ember didn't have to do this. They could have just sat at home and let other people create content, or let someone else go out of their way and try and contact Lorne, which wouldn't probably have happened. So for that, I mean, imagine if we had none of the calls. I'd rather have some of these calls than ultimately none, let's be honest. So I'm happy to delve through some of the tedious, monotonous talk that Ramona has for those golden moments. You can't script those golden moments she had. They just came about. They were very organic and natural. And to be honest, I tip my hat to Ramona because at times I thought, where's she going? What's she doing? What's her plan? What's her motive here? But I think it was just to have a laugh, and she's done it. So that's it. That's all I really want to end up talking about there. She got a laugh out of me. I pissed myself multiple times laughing. So thank you, Ramona. Thank you for that. The next thing I want to talk about was I want to talk about Dustin McFetridge's chat log soon. It's going to be pretty dark aspect I want to talk about. I don't want to talk about it too much because Andrew Burkett has a really good chat log series going on. This is just a thought I thought I'd pop in now in the midst of his chat log series because it's a pretty dark thought, and we'll get to that a bit later. But next thing I want to talk about is someone I found to possibly be a Lorne sympathiser. Actually, I strongly think she is a Lorne sympathiser. Now, I don't know whether I should show her or not, show her name or anything like that. That would be, that's doxing, but it's posted on Google Plus. Like it'd be like if someone wrote a comment on my YouTube channel. We'll just use Andrew Burkett for example. If Andrew Burkett commented on my YouTube video or something, and I blurred out his name and his picture and stuff, he openly commented on my video, so I should be able to talk about him. So I'm just going to openly talk about this person. This is live on Google Plus. It's an open website. You put in a URL, it comes up. And this was found by a good friend of mine, Eric, who I recently came into contact with. Good bloke, good teacapist. Eric, thank you for this information. So I'm not going to put any hate or blame on Monica at all. I'm just completely looking at Lorne's content because this is Lorne Armstrong content. Look, um, Lorne Armstrong, that's him, 3 followers. So we come into January 50 weeks ago. He comments on this person, Hi Monica. Now, from what I think here is she has commented on his video, and he's clicked her Google Plus profile in the comments or her YouTube profile, and Google Plus is linked to YouTube. It's so confusing. I have no idea how to use Google Plus. It'd be easier to run a space station. Like I don't know how like what is this page? Like I don't know. Maybe in Australia we just don't use it. Maybe it's bigger in America or something. But you can see 50 weeks ago. Hi Monica. Monica, are you here? And I think, and then he says, look, Lorne0045 @gmail.com, email me. I think Lorne here, he thought this was his only way to contact her. You got someone in the YouTube comments writing nice things about you, or someone in the YouTube comments who's caught his eye of his videos that's what I'm talking about. So he's gone into the comments, found a Google Plus profile. He spammed this photo she posted way back in 2015. So he spammed it. Like this person here is obviously hi, how you turn Omegle on some spammer as well. And then it looks like Lorne, do you have Kick Messenger? So it looks like they did establish a connection because there it stops. Another person, Helen Monica. It seems like that was 8 weeks ago. It seems like there's a trend of random people seeking her attention. It could be an attention seeking, you know, she could be seeking attention. Now, they established communication. Lorne probably through Kick Messenger, maybe not. Gmail, maybe. Now, Kick Messenger is a bit scary because I don't know so much now, but a few years ago, Kick Messenger was used mainly by the youth, the younger generations. I have younger siblings, and like 6 years ago or something, 7 years ago, they used to use Kick, and they were younger kids then. So Lorne on Kick is a bit freaky, but maybe Kick's evolved now to be a messenger service that adults use. I don't know, but he probably used his email. Now, fast forward a bit here, and scroll a bit. So he made another post, 2015. So he's gone to this here, and he's wrote it. So he wrote, I finally figured it out, Monica. That too was 50 weeks ago, Monica. So that was in January of 2017. What he figured out, obviously he didn't figure out Ramona was fake because January he was doing the vegan shows, he was in love with her. That's when all the calls were happening. So I'm not sure exactly what I finally figured it out means, but then here you see this. Jesus, I don't know why you don't listen to me. Your life, it's shattered. If you're there, well, we can talk like this. Bad grammar. I'll check this ever so hours. Yeah, poor grammar. It kind of lends me to think that maybe this person doesn't speak English as their first language. I see on YouTube this girl you were talking to. She put all this shit on YouTube. Why do you get involved with stupid people? I don't think you're a bad guy, but I do think you need help, not mental help, but someone who gets you and won't make a fool of you. Now, is she trying to attract Lorne to her? Is she, like, it seems like a genuine response there. Um, yeah, I don't know. And I thought this might have been the Michelle Simpson thing, showing that Lorne, I'm trying to expose Michelle Simpson. She's not real. No, this happened 14 weeks ago. This is September. This happened. That's when Ramona and Lorne broke up around September. No, that's actually when. That's a lot after when Lorne and Ramona broke up. I think much after that. So I don't really know what this really relates to because it seems to be a bit out of whack. Unless the other possibility is, how Lorne used to always talk about those emails. I've got these emails. Ramona, I want to read you this email. It says something that's going to shock you, and Ramona used to interrupt him and say, "No, I don't want to. I don't want to talk about these emails some random person sent you." But it seemed like Lorne was going to say something that the email showed to expose Ramona as a fraud. But Lorne never got to read the email. Maybe he meant it as a Google Plus comment he was going to read. You know, I see on YouTube, a girl you're talking to, she's putting all the shit on YouTube. Why you get involved? Maybe Lorne was going to say here, hey, Ramona, you're the only girl I talk to. How come this other chick is saying my stuff is exposed on YouTube? You're the only one I talk to. You must be putting it up. Yeah, I don't know. The other thing, I spoke to a mutual friend of mine beginning with A, um, and he thinks like, this could be a transgendered person who's, in the middle or has completed their transitioning to the opposite gender. So, because it really does kind of look like a male. Look, I'm not being rude or anything. It's just my my instincts as a man kind of become confused when looking at this person. That's not a bad thing. Like you can be a man, you can be a woman, you can be whatever you want. It's fine by me. But it's just when I look at this person, I'm just thinking like, hang on, this doesn't look like a female to me. It looks, kind of like a man dressed up as a woman. So that could also be why, you've got here as well. You got, hey, nice to meet you. Wow, you're hot and beautiful. You got all these people commenting. Maybe she was seeking attention. Maybe it was hard for her to meet someone in real life. I know someone kind of close. No, I'm like more of acquaintance with them, but they transitioned from a male to a female, and they found it really hard to meet men. Um, so they used to chat online, but men don't really want to, or not all men, but men generally will, feel uncomfortable dating a man dressing up as a girl if they're straight. So, um, yeah, maybe she just struggles to find a partner and she's going off the lawn. I don't know. But yeah, I thought I'd just put that up there, just teacup shit and gossip. It's lawn content, so I can't, I've got to show it. I mean, it's interesting lawn content. Again, thank you, Eric. You're a gun for finding that. What else do I want to talk about? Oh yeah, and I was just going through some of my stash and my screenshots, and I found, just some funny comments. I wrote a few. When was this? May. So this was a good while ago. Lorne do a collaboration with someone in a video, a friend, neighbor, or family member. So I said that to him because I wanted him to, be in a video with someone else. Lorne's interaction with other people kind of confuses me. I don't know how he acts with other people. You don't really see it. You only start to see it when he's with Roy in one of the later calls. But still, that's still all audio kind of. You never see him with someone else. In the chat log, he acts funny. He lets his neighbors take advantage of him. He hates them, but they, borrow his car, borrow his phone, borrow this, borrow that. It would have been just interesting, I thought, Lorne doing a workout video, Lorne interacting with someone, would he get aggressive? Would he be really timid? Would he be, it'd be interesting. And he said, Shaman asked me to do one with him. I'm thinking on it. That would be so cool. And he brought that up. So this is how delusional this guy is. He's a man. This guy here, Lorne Armstrong, is relentlessly trolled by based Shaman and then becomes friend with him. Because in one of the calls, remember how he's like, Shaman? Oh, fuck. I love Shaman. Shaman's great. I remember he says that in a call. I don't know which one, but he does say Shaman's great. He hates Nathaniel, he hates Ember, I think at that point, but he loves Shaman. Why? Why does he love Shaman? The only thing I can think of is Shaman stopped Lorne content. Maybe he said to Lorne, or Lorne and Shaman were in talking to each other. Maybe Lorne said, can you stop? And Shaman said, okay. If it's that easy, Lorne, you should tell everyone to stop. Because I know a lot of YouTube, there was a live stream today with, what's his name? Dan, Andy, and Andrew. And they were saying, like, if Lorne just, just grew up, said, stop guys, leave me alone, I'm trying to become a better person. They said they'd probably, try and stop making content about Lorne. So if Lorne, likes Shaman, the only thing I can think of is that Shaman, reached out to Lorne and apologized and stopped making content. Shaman has stopped Lorne content. let's be honest here, he's doing other Predators on his own website, but he has stopped Lorne content. Maybe that's why, Lorne's kind of reaching out to Sham here and being nice. Found another one here. We'll go for that. Oh yeah, don't dox that chick. This is when I was talking to David Schumann in a comment. Schumacher. Now, Schumacher pissed me off so much because he really took the moral high ground in a sense that perverted justice, you know, technically they did the wrong thing by destroying evidence, but ethically they probably did the right thing because, they're trying to protect themselves. What I believe is they had child porn. Look, I say it here. She destroyed the hard drive because she wasn't 100% sure that all the child porn had been deleted. For those of you who don't know, David Schumacher, he's a predator who was caught on to catch a predator. He got off scot-free because the woman investigating him with perverted justice or whatever destroyed his hard drive, or her hard drive, sorry, with some of his files on it or something. And what most people believe is she had been sent child porn by these sick fucks. Maybe not David, but she had been sent it. She didn't ask for it. The sick fuck sent her. And, there's a zero tolerance policy on that shit, child porn. So she had to destroy her hard drive to look after herself. And, this asshole took advantage of it and got off scot-free. So I just made a point of that. Child porn was from six fucks who appeared on the show, so they would rather nobody like you be released than risk an innocent officer to be charged with accidentally having child porn. Again, delusion fucking kingdom. That's the thing. Like, would you rather an innocent woman go to jail who's, trying to better the society, trying to get predators into prison for a technicality in which she'd been sent child porn against her will by a sick fuck in a chat log where she's acting as a decoy? Or would you rather, and so she goes to jail and David Schumacher goes to jail. So would you rather an innocent person like her go to jail and David Schumacher go to jail? Or would you rather her destroy the hard drive and in that David Schumacher gets off scot-free? Now, I just can't allow, like, I know we're letting a sick fuck go free in the world, but it's not fair for an innocent woman to go to jail. So I think, she did the right thing. She had a family, I think, and, she can't leave her kids. A scumbag is getting out into the free world, but, you can't do that. Isaiah, you're the one living in fantasy land. No officers were in jeopardy. That crook PJ agent took it upon herself to fabricate. Shit got caught. The orders allowed for her to clone just my file. I didn't send any porn, so the file should have contained only the chat logs. She destroyed chat logs in my case specifically, not porn or anything else. I'm pretty sure he's guilty. He's saying she only had to send her chat log file of his case. So, she didn't need to destroy, because I don't think he sent child porn, so she didn't need to destroy his, she didn't need to destroy everything on the hard drive. But I don't really know, actually. I can't really comment on this too much. I'm not a mastermind. I don't study this crap. I do study it, but I don't study it endlessly and know every detail. But yeah, that's what I gathered from it. She destroyed a hard drive. His stuff happened to be deleted. Well, I don't know. Comment down below if you guys know more than David, other predators, whether they were set free too because of this destroyed hard drive. I think it was only him. I don't know. Yeah. Now I want to talk about this Dustin McFetridge thing. Now it's pretty fucked up. And like I'm always open to new ideas, and especially darker ideas. I don't like to invite these ideas into my mind. It's just that you have to interpret and kind of think of everything that's out there, even if it's highly unlikely to occur. Every predator you got to consider: would the predator have killed the kid? Would Lorne have killed Caleb? Unlikely, but anything can happen. I mean, he's going to see a kid bisect. You can't decline that idea from your mind. And Although this isn't as bad as murdering a child, I think it's next to as bad as that. And the idea that Dustin McFetridge was intending on mutilating the decoy. Now, vaginal mutilation or genital mutilation, it's of course a terrible thing. In overseas countries like I think Africa, it's actually part of their um, maybe not religion but culture. So overseas they're trying to stop it, but whether Dustin McFetridge was going to do that or not, I don't know. Most likely not. But you've got a guy here. Even if he didn't mean to do intentionally, he may have done it accidentally. His right hand doesn't work all that well. I think it's his right. Is it right? Yeah, it's his right. He's capable of driving. Let's just think of the things he's capable of doing. He's capable of driving a car 5 hours to see a decoy. He can type like fairly well. Look, he does make mistakes sometimes, but he's fairly capable of typing. So he can use his hands. He can do things without accidentally, stuffing up. The question is, can he complete a dexterous task like shaving the genitalia of a woman? Now, you got to be pretty careful doing that. Like, I don't want to get into that disgusting thought or anything like that with a child or anything, but that's what he was intending on doing. Now, I'm going to explore the question, not that he accidentally was going to genitally mutilate the decoy, but whether he was going to purposely genitally mutilate the decoy. Now, again, very controversial. Likely to happen? No. More unlikely to happen. But let's just look. So you've got a guy here who loves wrestling. Again, a violent kind of sport. Obsessed. Makes wrestling DVDs. Wrestling dude, East Tennessee. Um, yeah, violence already there. Another thing that was interesting that shows his, kind of violent nature. Not that if you're violent, it means you're going to generally mutilate a girl. No, but I'm just exploring, just exposing these ideas. You're not a baby, shut up and kiss me, lol. There. He loves this immediate dominance he has sometimes in the chat log. Shut up and kiss me, lol. And again, here he says, no, you ain't love, yeah. Yeah, sometimes shut up and kiss me. How can I do that? Again, he like that shut up and kiss me is like a kind of playful dominance. He's trying to introduce his, imposing dominant figure. That's a smart way to kind of do it. If she, responds like, oh, yes, okay, then he knows, okay, she likes me controlling her. She likes the control. It's a slippery slope there to pain. And that's when I think we get the pain introduction here. And that's when he starts talking about her um, playing with her rectal area. So he tells her to, quoting Dustin McFetridge here, will you try putting your finger in your pussy? Girl, please try. Before that, he was talking about here. Where is it? Sorry. Oh my god. Sorry, it's hard to find. Yeah. Will you put some on your middle finger and rub your asshole and try to slowly and gently push your finger in? Disgusting. I don't really want to say that, but I'm quoting Dustin there. She's like, you want me to do that? Again, look, spelling mistake. He makes spelling mistakes. Will you try? He does. So he's not as competent. Obviously, he's got cerebral palsy, but he's not as competent using his hands as most people maybe. Look, she's saying it's gonna pain. He's like, no, it won't. Like, don't think that. So, because it would hurt lots. Baby, I promise if you use lotion, it won't hurt you. Like, he's trying to say it's not gonna hurt. So, look, you'll be saying like, Isaiah, he's not trying to hurt her. Well, he is technically, but like, he's not looking for pain. He's trying to trick her here. It's not going to hurt. He doesn't want to hurt her. Look, he's saying, baby, it won't hurt. If he wanted to hurt her, he'd say, do it. Go through the pain. Push it. It's good. Pain's good. No, he's saying it won't hurt. But then as we get a bit lower, she actually tries it, I think. And she says, yes. I think it hurt. Um, well, don't think, try. Lol. I meant try. So she's saying, I think it's hurting. I think it hurt. Whether she did it, obviously the decoy's not doing it, but the imagined decoy that the perverted justice uh, writer here is trying to create and illustrate in Dustin's mind. She's trying to illustrate a child that has maybe done it, I think. Girls would like, please try, don't think so. Girls like it, yes, okay, I think it hurt. Yeah, I think it hurt. Um, I kind of see that as the decoy has done it or is about to do it or trying to do it. And he's like, yeah, well, don't think, try, try. Again, that dominant, controlling effort he's put in there. And to take a step further, he's included pain this time. He's controlling her and including pain. Don't think, try, do it. We saw before he's telling her to shut up and kiss him. Then it led to, penetrate your rectal area and don't think, try. Like, it's hurting, no, don't, just do it. Kind of attitude. It's not long after that. Well, it maybe is long, but it's not that far fetched. It's in the realm of possibility that then he could think that I'm going to hurt this woman in her genital area. I mean, he's already doing it in her rectal area. He may do it somewhere here. He may do it in like his her yeah. It's a sick thought. I don't really want to talk about. It's just a dark thought no one has ever really talked about before. I've tried to mention it in chats before. I think I said it to Wine Lover once. I was investigating and dabbling in the area of um, child genital mutilation on Dustin McFetridge's behalf, but there are all these pieces here: pain, control, wrestling, shaving, cerebral palsy, the perfect excuse if he does cut her. If he cuts her and he wanted to do it, he could say to her, "Oh, I'm sorry, it's my muscles. Like I didn't mean to do it." While she's bleeding, there, he could still keep her and maybe make her enjoy it in the future. I don't know. Like it's fucked up, but hey, like I'm just exploring here. Um, I don't want to explore it too much longer because Andrew Burkett's got a good series going on, but I hope you guys consider that. This is news to me. So, Ember just posted in Andy and Adam and Dan's live stream TCAT recap just before that Lorne tried to commit suicide when he was 20. Now, this was posted in the live chat. It's all public now, so I should be allowed to post this because it's news to me. And as a Lorneographer, like when something new comes out, it should be known. Like it's probably known all over the forums, but I don't go on them often. But this is news to me. Like I didn't know he tried to kill himself. But yeah, so when he was 20, she goes on to say he tried to OD on acetaminophen. He called an ambulance and we picked up the bill. I have it in a call. Geez, just because you think of Lorne like he is mentally unstable. He cries all the time. He's obviously he's a child predator. That's in its own way a mental problem. But he's also a narcissist. He's jealous to the point where he wants to control his partner in a relationship at every moment of the day. He's obviously he's got those absurd delusions too. But to think that this is officially saying that he's depressed. Um, he's a depressed guy. Well, he was at least in his 20s. Now, like whether there's a cure to depression, I don't. There isn't. There's you can maintain the symptoms. You can take what are they? Selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, so SSRIs, I think, to maintain serotonin at the synapse, which will increase that euphoric feeling and hopefully alter that depression state. But yeah, so this could mean that Lorne's obviously like if someone's got depression and then they get caught on TCAP, spend years in jail, come out and be ridiculed for even more time, made videos of, have a fake girlfriend again after 3 or 4 of them. Geez, this guy must be pretty depressed, but you just don't see it. I don't see him as someone who could take his life. Now, at least, because, it's like he's got an impenetrable, bulletproof blanket over him. Like, he'll get through it, he'll get bruised up pretty bad, but he's not going to lay down. You know what I mean? He's been through so much shit, and he does see himself as a victim of the system, of the government, and he wants to get back at everyone, and he's not going to lay down until he does. That's how I see Lorne. And then I read this: when he was 20, he tried to kill himself. But then goes on to say he tried to off himself because of Paula. So that was the girl that cheated on him. So he fell in love with her. He proposed to her. Actually, did she cheat on him? I think she. Oh shit! There goes my rusty. Getting old, folks. My pornography isn't like it was last year. But yeah, it really he's tried to because of her. What else did she say? Oh, fucking Paula. I mean, it's not a joke. It's not a laughing matter. When I find I'll share, honey, there's so much to go through. There were 2 9-hour calls in addition to the 7. I'm not sure what that's in relation to, but yeah, I thought I'd share this like news to me, and it just changes a fair bit because it means Lorne. I don't know. Like it's just I've got to take some time to digest it, I guess. Anyway, let me know if you knew this because this is new news to me. Anyway, I gotta head off. Till next time, guys. See ya.